Welcome to News Beacon, your trusted source for breaking headlines, global insights, and sharp analysis from around the world. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. In the heart of Asia, Iran is quietly building a $400 billion railway network that could redraw the region's economic map. This Iron Silk Road stretches from Iran's Persian Gulf ports to China's industrial centers, reviving ancient trade routes for a new era. For decades, Iran has faced economic isolation and sanctions. This railway is its answer, laying tracks through mountains and deserts to connect with neighbors and global markets. The plan links landlocked nations like Afghanistan and Uzbekistan to the sea, positioning Iran as a vital hub in a new economic bloc. The scale is staggering, but the idea is simple. Trade builds bridges. These railways will carry everything from Afghan minerals to Chinese electronics, fostering economic integration in a region long divided by politics. It's about more than cargo. It's about trust, shared prosperity, and a future where partnership outweighs old rivalries. As of November 2025, key sections near completion and international partners are on board. This is no longer a distant dream. The implications are profound. A new network challenging the old order, as Iran and its neighbors chart their own economic future. Iran's railway push is rooted in years of economic hardship under US-led sanctions, which have isolated it from global trade and finance. Sanctions have made imports costly, exports difficult, and scared off international partners. Cut off from traditional trade routes, Iran has turned eastward, seeking new alliances and corridors beyond Western reach. The railway is the centerpiece of this strategy, creating direct land routes to Central Asia and China, and building a sanctions-proof trade ecosystem. Along these tracks, trade can flow through bilateral deals, using local currencies and alternative financial systems. This means Iran can keep vital imports and exports moving, even as sanctions persist. The goal: economic survival and independence. As long as Iran relies on sea lanes and Western-controlled finance, it remains vulnerable. The new railways are a path to self-reliance and a break from a system designed to contain it. By investing in this network, Iran is seizing control of its economic destiny and forging a multipolar future with regional partners. At the heart of Iran's plan is the Chabahar Railway, a 225-kilometer line connecting Iran's rail network directly to Afghanistan. Starting in Kaf, Iran, and ending in Herat, Afghanistan, this line is the first major step in linking Iran to Central Asia's markets and resources. Construction began in 2007, with Iran financing much of the track, including sections inside Afghanistan. Despite instability, the project is nearly complete and set to be fully operational by March 2026. For Afghanistan, it's a game-changer, a direct rail link to the sea via Iran's ports, opening global markets for Afghan exports and lowering import costs. For Iran, it's a gateway to Central Asia, with future lines planned to connect further east and link to China. Even now, freight trains run on completed sections, moving steel, minerals, and more. Once finished, the line will handle up to 4 million tons of cargo annually, with faster, more efficient service. This is more than infrastructure, it's a foundation for lasting partnership and shared growth. While the Kaf-Herat line links Iran to Afghanistan, the Trans-Afghan Railway is set to connect Central Asia to the sea from the north. This 650-kilometer line will run from Termez, Uzbekistan, through Afghanistan's major cities, to the Pakistani border and onto Karachi and Gwadar ports. Uzbekistan, Afghanistan, and Pakistan are driving the project, each seeking faster, cheaper access to global markets. The railway will cut transit times from over a month by truck to just 4 days by rail. Trade along the corridor is expected to jump from 300,000 tons to as much as 20 million tons annually by 2040. In July 2024, leaders signed a formal agreement, with construction set to begin soon and completion targeted in 5 years. The Trans-Afghan Railway will intersect with Iran's network, creating a vast, interconnected system linking Central Asia, South Asia, and the Middle East. This is a new age of commerce and cooperation, with railways at its core. The region is poised for transformation as these links come online. This railway revolution is a web of alliances, with each country playing a vital role. Afghanistan's Taliban government, seeking legitimacy and stability, has championed these projects and pledged security. China sees the railways as key to its Belt and Road initiative, creating a secure land bridge for its goods to the Middle East and Europe. Russia backs the Trans-Afghan Railway as part of its north-south transport corridor, aiming to connect with India and the Persian Gulf while reducing Western influence. Uzbekistan is determined to break free from its landlocked status and become a regional transit hub. Pakistan stands to benefit as the main maritime gateway for Central Asian trade. Together, these nations form a coalition united by the promise of connectivity and independence from outside pressures. The stakes are high, and the partnerships are reshaping the region's future. The genius of Iran's railway plan is how it connects local projects into a vast intercontinental corridor. The next step, linking Herat to Mazar-e-Sharif, merging Iran's network with the Trans-Afghan Railway for a seamless east-west route. Picture a container leaving a Chinese factory, traveling by rail through Central Asia, Afghanistan, and Iran, then west to Turkey and Europe, or south to Iran's ports and beyond. This creates a direct land bridge from China to Europe, faster and more secure than traditional sea routes. The network, known as the Five Nations Railway Corridor, links China, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, and Iran. Iran transforms from isolated state to vital land bridge, connecting east and west. For countries along the route, it means new revenue, jobs, and global market access. This is more than railways, it's a re-engineering of global trade, with Iran at the crossroads. The Iron Silk Road is becoming a reality. The economic impact of this railway network could be revolutionary. Afghanistan, long defined by conflict, gains efficient access to the sea and global markets for its mineral wealth. Export revenues and transit fees could fund reconstruction and essential services. Trade volumes are set to soar, with the Trans-Afghan corridor alone projected to reach 20 million tons annually within 15 years. This surge will spark new industries, create jobs, and reduce poverty, giving millions a stake in stability. Central Asian countries will see transport costs plummet and exports become more competitive. Iran and Pakistan will profit as transit hubs, driving growth and development. Economic integration will bind these nations together, making prosperity and peace more likely than ever before. Despite the promise, these railway projects face daunting challenges. The routes cross some of the world's toughest terrain, requiring hundreds of bridges and tunnels. Financing is a major hurdle, with costs in the tens of billions and funding needed from governments, banks, and private investors. Political and security risks loom large, especially in Afghanistan, where stability is uncertain and infrastructure could be targeted. Past theft and damage to the Kaf-Herat line highlight these dangers. Attracting investment depends on long-term security and regional cooperation. The region's complex geopolitics, where global powers' interests collide, adds another layer of difficulty. Success will require overcoming both physical and political mountains, with cooperation as the key. As the final tracks are laid, a new geopolitical landscape is emerging in Asia. This railway network is creating a powerful economic bloc centered on Iran, Afghanistan, and Central Asia, with strong support from China and Russia. The bloc is increasingly independent of the Western-led order, forging its own rules for trade and diplomacy. For Iran, it's a victory over isolation, transforming from a cornered state to a central node in Eurasia's economy. The railways challenge the effectiveness of sanctions and may force the West to rethink its strategy. The Iron Silk Road is now a reality, demanding a new approach from global policymakers. Iran's $400 billion railway plan is a story of ambition and resilience, breaking barriers and building bridges. As trains roll across mountains and deserts, they carry the hopes of millions for prosperity and peace. The center of economic gravity is shifting eastward, heralding a new era of connectivity and cooperation in Asia.